Hello, Varsha.
Hello, Magdi.
Hello.
Yeah. You had talked about Viveka discernment a couple of weeks ago,
Yes.
and I did uh, practice. I started doing that, and there was a like I was able to know that there was this, all these things happening where like a disturbance which were coming in the mind, and I was able to observe them, and then they were going all the emotions, thoughts, whatever experiences, everything. Then after that, suddenly, you know, someone with whom I stay, suddenly these things happened that I was, taken over by the me thought, and I started feeling, and I could no longer at that moment, exercise my viveka or discernment. And then I was like totally taken over by the narrative story, and I started feeling bad and all. So after that, I am not able to go back to the state where I am able to do. So could you talk about the viveka and a little bit more? And how do I deal when next time it happens like this? If I am taken over by the mind, by the me story that, oh, I'm feeling bad and all that. How
Mm.
do I become aware, or what do I do exactly during those times?
Yes. Yes. So there is the understanding that whenever we are unhappy, we are unhappy because we believe ourselves to be a separate personal entity, a separate personal consciousness. And in the absence of this belief, all is well. But the body mind has been living for so long in personal identification, believing that I, consciousness, I am a person, I'm a woman, I'm a limited self, a limited entity, a limited personal consciousness. We have been playing this game for so long that it's easy for us to, in spite of our understanding that we are this aware presence, to fall back into the old track, the old pattern of being a person who is offended, a person who's been insulted, a person who is not loved, a person who is not respected. It is easy for us to go into the negative emotions and to act out these emotions and to act from the impression of being a personal limited self. we need to understand that that process does not get healed in one shot, that there is a process that is going to unfold, a process via which we will, on occasion, initially quite often, get triggered as a personal self. And that in time this will diminish. And we need to be open and accepting to the possibility that we will get triggered. But also, there is the possibility of awareness, being aware that we are triggered, being aware that I'm unhappy right now. And it is possible for us, when we are experiencing unhappiness, to take a look at what's behind the scene and to discover that behind the scene there is this belief that I am Varsha, I am this person, I am this woman, I am a good neighbor, I'm a good sister, I'm a good daughter, whatever. I don't deserve to be treated this way. I as Varsha, I as this identity. Whenever we experience happiness, unhappiness, we are being provided by the universe, by consciousness, with an opportunity to see once again that first there is identification as a personal self, and the effect of this identification, which is unhappiness. So you question, but what to do? What do I do? Consider these events as being gifts from God for you to unwrap the gift, to open the box, to look at what is the gift. Consider these events as opportunities for you to see once again the virus, the me virus, the party pooper, and to realize that you are the awareness, you are that which is perceiving this unhappiness, that you are the perceiving aspect. And you don't need to go to fix the past. It's not about fixing the past. Of course, we are sorry that sometimes we acted certain ways, stupid ways. Okay, I can be stupid for it. We're sorry about that. And sometimes we even say, I'm sorry, or we write an apology letter, or we send a card saying, I'm sorry, I hurt your feelings, whatever. But it's not about fixing the past. It's not about becoming a better person. It's not about keeping score, how good I'm doing. No, every moment is a fresh moment. We return to presence. As soon as you return to presence, boom, a done deal. You're in God's hands. You are God itself. You return to presence. Aha, okay. There has been some stupidity, stupid action, some uh, reaction. You return to presence. It's always possible for you to return to presence. Why? Because you are presence itself. You don't need to travel anywhere. You don't. You just boom right there. I am this aware presence. Not oh, I am this person who did something bad. Oh my God, why did I do? You don't need to beat yourself up or blame somebody else or blame yourself. All of that is wasteful. There is nothing, nothing at all in self blame or blaming others. Nada, nothing. You can drop it, let it all go. Again, as I said, if you need to say you're sorry, you say you're sorry. Your apology may be accepted or rejected. Okay, what can we do? But you return to presence. You see what a beautiful opportunity it's for you to return to presence. Wow, thank you. Thank you for this gift to establish presence, even deeper, stronger, deeper roots. Of course, this is, I'm speaking relatively, in a relative way. There are no roots to presence, but you understand what I'm saying. To do. The more we visit God, the more God visits us, because visiting God is God visiting itself, visiting herself, you see, right? And we learn. There is a growth in learning also at all levels. We also can learn about stillness. Sometimes it's possible to be still in the presence of a disturbing event. That's something for you to explore. I mean, I've explored it myself, and that's why I can speak about it. It's possible to just be still, be silent, be still, and to be sort of more accepting than resisting. Again, I'm not talking about accepting everything, but it's an exploration, to explore in that direction. Openness, acceptance, welcoming, and see how it works. See, because we have a tendency to, we're programmed as a personal self to resist, to object, to defend, to join the people who agree with us, to oppose those who don't agree with us, to be part of this tribe and not that tribe. It's all that conditioning there, you see. So we're working against our conditioning. It's like it's not pleasant, you see. But it's an exploration. It's something about exploring, being available to being still, inwardly still, and even outwardly still, to be still. Just give yourself this little moment, this little time to be. And the stillness reveals a different direction. I'm sure there are other pointers I can share, but right now that's what's.
Thank you, Magdi. Thank you so much. Really grateful. You lifted a big burden off me. I'm really grateful. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes.